So the first AFC game happening Saturday at, what, 4:30 is the
Yes.
AFC game? We have Cincinnati against the Jets. Now, Cincinnati, of course, is hosting this game.
Yep.
They are favored by 2.5, so it's actually less than the home field favor usually. Usually it's 3 points for the home team.
So we're not making our picks now?
No.
This is a hint of my pick to come,
Okay.
though. If you have a house, bet it on the Jets. That's all
Really?
I'm saying,
Wow.
yes. I mean, I don't think if they played this game 1,000 times, I don't think that the Bengals would win more than 20 of them. I really don't. I mean, they're a team. They're a lot like the Broncos. They played great early. They won some tough games. They got a lot of heart. But that game, I mean, they lost to the, what was it, 37-0? They lost to the Jets. True, the Bengals didn't have their full heart in that game. But the Bengals and the Jets play a very similar style of game, but the Jets just do it much better. I mean, the only advantage that the Bengals have is they have Carson Palmer, and he's got a huge edge over Sanchez. But you're talking about both, Sanchez isn't going to throw more than 20 times in this game. So as long as he doesn't throw 2 of them to the Bengals, I mean, the Bengals are going to have to and they've got so many injuries on defense. Ocho Cinco is hurt. I mean, Cedric Benson has been hurt. You can't run on the Jets. You can't move the ball on the Jets. I don't know. I think the Jets. Sanchez holds them back, but I think that they are. I think that they have a chance to win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Well, the Bengals do not.
Let me ask you this:
Yes.
Who did the Jets play last week?
The Bengals.
Yes. What was the final score?
37-0.
So. I mean, obviously you do have to take into account the fact that Cincinnati wasn't really playing for much at that point. But that's still a very disheartening score if you're Cincinnati. Yes. To know that you have to see the same team that just whooped on you like that.
I mean, it was one of the most dominant performances. I mean, the Jets, seems like once they figured out that they still had their playoff life. I mean, even that game against Indianapolis, they say, well, Indianapolis let it go. I'm not convinced that game was going to come down to the wire whether Manning was in there or not. I mean, it was a close game. The Jets, that was going to come down to the wire. I mean, the Jets got a little bit lucky to get in, but they lost some games that they shouldn't have lost just because Sanchez was so terrible. Sanchez is only marginally better at quarterback than me, and I can't throw a spiral.
Well, you were on the Jets very early in the season. You thought they were going to be a very strong
on
team.
the roster?
No.
Because I did not make a roster this year.
No.
They liked my size a little bit, but they felt that my 6'2", 40 time
it wasn't
and my 71% body fat.
You've been a fan of the Jets this season. You've liked the product on the field with them.
I really do.
And I was not a believer early on, but the last few games have changed my mind because they have taken on the psycho persona of their head coach for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Rex Ryan's done a great job, and when you look at the numbers for the Jets and what they've done, not only are they the best defense in the league this year, they're really the only really great defense this year. There's not another team in the playoffs that has a great defense. So, I mean, someone once said that defense wins championships. It's not really true, but it helps.
It certainly does. So that is New York at Cincinnati.
And we're going to make our pick on that later.
Later on.
Look for me to pick the Jets.